storage and sorting of scrollwork, parchment, and tomes.
What's that?
Quite some valuable knowledge hidden between these pages.
Every door is named for a renowned wizard. Perhaps Carsus's annals lie behind the requisite door.
Watch how you go.
Trap.
It's a trap.
Move with purpose. Stay vigilant. There are traps here.
Trap. Be cautious.
Watch how you go. It's a trap.
Trap.
You have my attention.
Oh, action, not reaction.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Unlock hereby the path to the Carsus Vault.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Watch how you go. It's a trap. Watch how you go. It's a trap.
Unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Annals of Karsus. The preamble to a civilization's downfall, committed to parchment by the very hand that wrought its destruction. The truth of the crown, I hope. All that stands between us and enlightenment is the turn of a page. This isn't what I expected. This is much more. The crown of Karsus. And this is no mere journal. It contains Karsus's original plans for the crown's construction. His designs for godhood. Not exactly. It was what he did with it that sealed his fate, and, for a time, that of magic itself. The crown was merely the means. The book states that the crown and netherstones were originally one construct, seemingly sundered at the moment of Karsus's downfall. If we can collect the crown's setting and the 3 netherstones, and with the correct invocation of certain spells and gestures detailed in these notes, I think I could reforge it. To every end you can imagine, and 1,000 more beyond. Just think of it. The power of the gods in mortal hands at last would be free of doctrine and dogma, confined only by the limits of our imaginations. I promise you, the gods will never grant us such a blessing, no matter how much we worship and adore them. I don't know. Ao does not look kindly on gods meddling in mortal affairs. She may have no choice but to stand by and let events unfold. Even with the fate of the world at stake, she had little more to offer me than the means of blowing myself up at a more convenient time. She's done nothing to help us. Mistra wanted the brain obliterated because of this crown. She fears a world in which such power is beyond her control, ready to be claimed by Karsus's successor. Neither of us can know what truly may be if we don't at least try. Potential is nothing in itself, just a fleeting dream unless we drag it into the waking world. Please, at least think on it. Powerful as he was, Karsus lacks some advantages I can lay claim to. I know Mistra intimately, and I carry a fragment of the weave itself within my body. Karsus achieved many things, but he never managed that. A long road lies ahead before the crown comes into our possession. All I ask for now is that you do not dismiss this possibility out of hand. Please, at least think on it. I see. I suppose I am asking you to take a leap of faith even the most loyal of companions might struggle to land gracefully. Spent so long feeling inferior, shut out from my destiny over such a simple act of youthful enthusiasm. Perhaps I got carried away with the thought this crown could give me back what Mistra took. Cure me, even. You're right. There aren't many wizards who'd care to be mentioned in the same breath as him, or his folly. Thank you for letting me read this. At least we can face our enemy armed with the knowledge of its true nature, and of the stakes, should we fail to defeat it.
do the trick? Don't give me trouble now.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Let's get going.
Indolence breeds madness.
What to do?
You don't have permission to be here. You're about to be ejected.
No one's stopped me yet.
Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. Don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. There's a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium? So, you have learned the truth of the enemy we face. The very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. I see remaining up to Mystic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty.
By standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
Sometimes I wonder when
Fire to the Baldur's Mouth Gazette headquarters.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons. Perhaps sending a strongly worded letter. Hot soapy water in a fine...
I just hope somewhere has good dwarven beer. Don't think I'll be able to sleep without decent drink.
Go on then. You think you can do better? Pitch me your story.
So all it took to get Mistra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her. It's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is, if it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
I just don't want to lose anyone else, all right?
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way!
Mistra's likeness.
So may it be.
It's been been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Faithless creatures seldom cross our threshold, Oathbreaker. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Your goddess calls. Serve her or denounce her as you will, but you cannot ignore her.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. You're kind to say so, but this is hardly my first time in Mystra's presence. It's more the matter of what I'm going to say to her. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Thank you. There aren't many I'd trust to stand beside me on such a journey. Fewer still who would do so because they believed I deserved such a chance. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
Aelin left to face that wizard, Leroican, was it? Even after all she's been through, she thinks herself unstoppable, invincible. It all feels like recklessness to me. I hope you're right. He sounds like a vile, vile man. I'd have liked to get a few licks in myself, honestly. I wanted to help her, but she said she fights better when she knows I'm safe. I understand, I suppose. I feel the same about her. I'll rest a little easier if you do. You fought well against my father. I imagine a rat like Leroican will be nothing in comparison.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space. Let's make this happen.
my home can be yours if you don't go back to the skies.
Who will save us from certain destruction?
Gortash is a vision.
I have no intention of allowing myself to grow a third stomach and a withered arm in a jiffy.
I meant the gate. But you're always welcome for
He's
tea.
delivered, yes. These tax hikes are enough to make my eyes.
What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am so glad you asked that.
Better than ever. All the articles about my tights.
He's not been near a razor in months.
Exactly as your dad made me. Never felt so liberated. Stories! Get them right here! The printing block has never been so hot!
Why'd you make it so big then?
Take mine away too!
Cultists took control of my
You're just mad I sell more copies than you! You got anything I can use to bring them back?
Our politician ever went down in history.
We could be fired for this.
Stories, get right here! The printing block has never been so hot. By delivering it to me instead, right, citizen?
I'm reminded of a book Father kept hidden in a drawer. The Salty Mermaid. Do you know of it, Shadowheart?
Fabian ran his calloused fingers along Malura's scales. Her tail quivered in response.
Taste me, Allura pleaded. Fabian smashed his lips against hers, and their tongues twisted together like two eels in the Sword Sea.
The pinnacle of good trash. Even I can't forget that one too easily. Your father is a man of fine taste.
It's all right. I've been worse. Please. I need to get this done.
Bit busy, mate. We need to get these cleared before the next shipment arrives. How long you been ill?
10 days, maybe more.
Gortash is working us to the bone.
I think it's a true shame that your goddess doesn't allow for love. Do you regret it?
I could never regret fulfilling my life's purpose. Besides, Lady Shah may afford me a little wiggle room.
Can't keep me out.
Watch and learn.
Victory awaits.
Forever dauntless.
Swift and lethal.
Even if you and our friend ended up having werewolf cubs, they'd be so adorable.
Trust me, I've read the articles forwards and back.
Truly this petty.
Should have docked her under one of those cranes and let the pulleys do the lifting.
Blast it. This cargo's heavy as lead. And I've got lumbago issues.
I'd like to get this tub out of here before my last decent mate joined the Flaming Fists. Now I'm stuck with these two lugs.
What's your gripe with Saluna anyway, Shadow?
She betrayed her sister and ruined the balance of things. Imagine turning on those who love you for your own glory.
bet I can crack that open.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Carsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course. I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along. What now? Easy.
No one back home will ever believe this.
It's all right. I've been worse.
Good day, Governor. I got a copy of the Bladder's Mouth Gazette fresh off the presses for you. A good price, too. Cool, thanks. Come back tomorrow for the next edition. Get right here. The printing block has never been so hot. Scandals, vandals, where to buy your sandals? It's all here in the Balder's Mouth Gazette. A gazette a day keeps the ignorance away.
pipes and pumps. That must be how they keep this basement dry, though it's clearly below harbor level.
Never a dull moment.
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
The rite. The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead. The rite of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him! This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual. But if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
Enough! Enough talk and enough lies. You were always weak, brother. We don't follow weak.
This is our only chance to be free, to end centuries of slavery. You will not ruin it, Astarion.
Taste my fury.
Nothing will stand in my way. goes easy these days. Think you can take me on?
I will not know fear.
Still on my feet.
I should get these wounds taken care of.
Can't even catch my breath.
Shall we dance? What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now. He wouldn't throw away centuries of planning on a scrap like this. They were pulled back just in time. He will be furious. And he'll be even more furious when I get to that crypt and stop him. For what it's worth, thank you. No matter what happens down there, you helped me stand up against him.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aelin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
I always do, with darling Isabel by my side. Enjoy the spoils of your victory. Spin memories of Leroican's death in your mind like silk floss. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aelin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
We wouldn't miss it. Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
My favorite traveling companion. Someone there?
The pride of the gate.
Still breathing, despite everything.